Yesterday was day 3 of the royal visits by the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall. The Royal Highnesses were welcomed with a big durbar, which coincided with the Akwesi Day. Maxwell Agbagba has been covering the royal visit and brings us the latest from there.
Well, so this is the moment our friends here in Kumasi have been waiting for. Disembarking from the plane right now is the Prince of Wales and then the Duchess of Cornwall. And they are here in Kumasi. The plane touched down some minutes ago. Waiting here, there are representatives from the Manhyia Palace right now exchanging pleasantries with our champion Hene, who is the leader of delegation and the one representing the Asante Hene here. Right now, they'll be sitting in Asante Hene's Rolls Royce. The Prince of Wales, for the second time, would have a taste of the rich Ashanti culture, the tradition, and the durbar that will be happening later today. This we're here at the Manhyia Palace. This is what is happening here. Resplendent display of culture. This is Akwesi Day, and this occasion has actually coincided with the visit of the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall. You find all the important people here within the Asante Kingdom. All of them are gathered here today to celebrate culture, to celebrate our identities, to celebrate the friendship between Ghana and the Commonwealth, to celebrate the unique friendship also that exists between the UK and then the Asante Kingdom. We have both the international media and then the local media. All of them are gathered here. Now, I told you we have both the international and then the local media here. One of the faces you see on television a lot, even here in Ghana, on the BBC, Zainab Bedawi. Yes, we have Zainab Bedawi here. We're going to talk to her briefly. I think the last time we met was in, I think, 2012.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
And very nice to see you again.
Great
Although it was a lot quieter the last time we met.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know what debates on Ebola, I think.
That's right. It was when I was in Accra and we were conducting a big discussion program about how to tackle the crisis, the Ebola crisis. But I'm essentially here to cover African civilizations and to just cover the Akwesi Day, its significance as a festival every 42 days for the Asantes, and how the great and the good of Asante royal families, you know, descend at the palace here at Manhyia.
Interesting. Well, here, resplendent display of, culture. You've traveled all over the world. You've seen many cultures. I'm sure there are some similarities. I'm sure there are some special things that you want to talk about.
Yeah, never as much gold have I seen all at the same time.
Okay.
And also the beautiful, colourful costumes, the kente cloths that the men wear like a Roman toga, and the women, and it's absolutely terrific. I'm bowled over by it, and the drummers and the singers and the musicians. It's really just a spectacular display of culture and tradition and history. And what I really love about it is, ever since Osei Tutu established the Asante Kingdom in the 17th century and began the tradition of the Akwesi Day, it's still going on hundreds of years later, and that's very important. The preservation of heritage is a wonderful thing, not only for the Asante people, this is for all Ghanaians and for all Africans, actually.
What do you think Ghanaians should take out of this visit by, Prince Charles and then the Duchess, of Cornwall? There are some who are saying that this is a strategic visit. Brexit will be happening, very soon. So this is strategic. There are some who say that, as the heir apparent, it is very important, especially in April, at the Commonwealth Head of Government, meetings, it was agreed that that Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, should take over from Queen Elizabeth II. What do you think Ghanaians should pick out of this visit?
Right, I think there are four reasons actually why the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall are here. Is that, as you quite rightly point out, the Queen is head of the Commonwealth. She's in advancing years. She cannot travel as she once did, and it is not a guarantee, but it's been announced as a desire out of the Commonwealth that the Prince of Wales should succeed as head of the Commonwealth, and therefore he's coming to Commonwealth countries. He's visited the Gambia, he's going to Nigeria as well. That's the first reason. The second reason is there's always been a very strong connection between Africa and Queen Elizabeth, and obviously the Prince of Wales is her son, and this is a demonstration of how he's continuing that tradition of connecting with the Africans.
The display of culture, and Nana Edward Rawlings knows how to do this too well.
Met him a number of times at Commonwealth meetings and all that.
Yeah. You're here because you appreciate culture, and we've seen the display of that right now. You love culture. What do you think is the significance and importance of this visit by Prince Charles?
Well, the importance is based on the items, the thing that he wants to do here, the environment to begin with, the military museum, you know. So these are all these are important aspects that we as Ghanaians should look at, and probably we are not paying enough attention. So this is his passion. He's bringing it here. Some of us have been pushing it. It's not going far. We're hoping that it will help this time.
How do you think Ghana can strengthen, her relationship with the United Kingdom, strengthen the collective goal of the
And depending on who is in office, both ways, both in England and in Ghana, you may have closer relationships in one way or the other. I think that we've reached a level where they are going to have Brexit. They need certain countries.
Yeah.
We want to move away from AIDS. We need certain countries.
Okay.
So if the two countries are coming this way, each may have their own agenda, but we must have a collective, something that binds us, that will make it easier for us to come together.
I mean, you've become associated with beautiful kente and then the headscarf. You more or less like, you represent it. You are the embodiment of it. You want to tell us a secret?
There's no secret. I mean, I was first lady and I realized that the weaving of kente had gone down. The colors were boring. It was always red, yellow, and green. The designs were boring. So as an artist, I just started doing new designs and asking the kente weavers. I started with Petoi for them to weave those designs with the colors, and then got women who would actually learn how to weave. But before then, women were not allowed to weave. So we got women to weave designs with different colors.
Well, Interpol is a world police organization comprising 192 member countries. And UK is one, and Ghana is also one. We share a lot of things in common when it comes to Interpol. It is the storehouse of databases that are shared among member countries. And it enhances international cooperation so that we make the world a safer place to live in. In 2 weeks' time, all of us are going to meet in Dubai to deliberate on some of the things that we can do to manage transnational organized crime and terrorism. It behoves on all member countries that when you have intelligence or information on criminals and crimes, you put it on the Interpol database so that we can all share.
So, there's one message that I would like Your Highness to take back with you.
Sure.
Behind all the drumming and dancing, this nation is at war with our brains. It is a war against poverty, illiteracy, and disease. It is a war we must win. And we want you and our friends to be on our side through your investments.
Sure.
Finally, Your Royal Highness, it is not lost on us that in 10 days you will be celebrating your 70th birthday.
Sure.
We are sure the auspicious occasion will be marked with pomp and pageantry at home, at Clarence House. We may not be there physically, but we will be with you in spirit.
The partnership between our two countries, as well as the many special ties which bind us within our unique Commonwealth family. It was so important to my wife and to myself that we should come to Kumasi to pay our respects to Your Majesty and to honor the traditions and values of your kingdom, which continue to play. We are both tremendously touched by the warmth of the welcome that we have received here today, and can only say how much we admire and appreciate this wonderful celebration of your culture. Your Majesty, in honor of the traditions and customs of the Ashanti, I have brought with me gifts to present to Your Majesty.